Okay, so I am making some banana bread, and I'm using the butter that we canned during January, at the beginning of January. And I had these bananas set aside for when I was making pastelas, and I have been storing everything on the porch because it's been so cold here. And these bananas went from bright green bananas to black bananas. So, time for banana bread. So, I'm just mashing them up. And then now I'm adding in my butter, and this butter was like the perfect softened texture, which is great, great for baking, and that's the texture it'll stay. So now I'm just combining my sugar and butter until they're really well mixed, and then I'm gonna add in my eggs. I'm just scraping my bowl down to make sure that there's no clumps and stuff like that. Adding in my eggs. These are eggs from my chicken, so they're really nice and bright yellow. And adding in the buttermilk, making a mess, cause duh. Um, and then, vanilla, measure with your heart. This is a Betty Crocker cookbook recipe, which you can see my Betty Crocker cookbook in the background. It is well loved. Like, are you cooking if you're not making a mess all over your cookbooks? I don't think so. Like, my best used cookbooks are just covered in splashes. And so into our dry ingredients, I'm doing flour, baking soda, and salt. And I'm gonna give that a good mix. I'm gonna pour half into the wet ingredients, and then I'm also going to add in chopped walnuts into the other half of the dry ingredients, sorry, and then dump that in. And that's just so that the walnuts don't sink to the bottom and that they stay in place in the dough. And so you just want to give this a really good mix until it's all well combined. And I'm going to use I doubled this recipe. I should say that ahead of time. I'm going to use 224 pans and then that little 1/6 pan in the back, and then also a loaf. I have 5 children and one husband who just inhale banana bread. Like, as soon as it comes out, they're just on top of it. Banana bread, zucchini bread, pumpkin bread. They're just like, they love it. It's their favorites. So when they saw me peeling the bananas, they were just kind of hovering around the kitchen waiting for it to be done. If I didn't double this loaf, this bread, it would just make 2 loaves. But because I had those bananas that needed to get used really quickly, I went ahead and doubled it. And then here they are. Like, look at how beautiful they are. I'm just coating them with butter because, yum, delicious, right? But yeah, check out this Betty Crocker recipe. It's my go-to for banana bread. It's delicious. You'll love it. Give it a try.